Yeah, it's good, family, man. Back with another video, man. And I know my background looks a little different. It's because I'm at the live screen. So if you haven't, follow me on Kick. It's a gent called kick.com. Like this is like how you kick a soccer ball.com. Follow me on that. It's a streaming app that you use that I stream off of. I might make a return back to Twitch. I don't know just yet. It depends on how I'm feeling between Madden and 2K when it comes out. But yeah, make sure you follow me on that. But the reason I'm back here because I'm about to play the game because I am. I might get on screen in a little bit. So make sure I go do that. But you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah. Yeah, another note too. This is gonna probably be my last story time for a little minute until I don't know the exact date. I just know this is probably my last story time for a little while. Cause next week I'm not gonna be posting them probably at all. Cause I gotta get ready for the wedding. You know what I'm saying? It's a big day, and with the wedding I got 5 videos. Five different vlogs for every day I'm down there. I'm down there for 5 days, so I'm saying be tuned when I drop those. I'm probably gonna drop those probably when I come back. Not all 5, obviously not. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little lot in a little day. It's gonna be a lot in the goddamn day to try to do. So throughout that week from the 14th through that week, I'm trying to drop a video every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's like 5 days. So boom, and then I'm gonna be giving y'all Madden vids because when I come back, Madden will be just dropping. It's gonna drop the next day. So get y'all some gaming videos too. Playing Madden and stuff. Yeah, some game videos playing Madden, and when 2K come out, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's right around the corner for Madden. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all some gaming videos on 2K and some build videos. You know what I'm saying? It's little slight shit. So, boom. But we're gonna get into it with the This is like I said, it's the last story time, right? So since this is the last story time of the little, you know what I'm saying, might be the last story time of the summer. You know what I'm saying? I might as well come out with a banger. So this is the last story time. Not last story time. This is story time of me wrestling, and and how it came to it. Yeah, right. Alright, so I started wrestling probably around I was like in 6th grade. I got into wrestling because my dad wanted me to try out for a sport in middle school at 6th grade, and he wanted me to try for football. But I think I tried out football. I made team, but I didn't play. So he wanted to come to his gym while I was actually playing, and so and he actually wanted me to come to he wanted me to play a sport that I was actually involved in. So I was like, since I didn't play football, let me try for wrestling, and that's how I got into wrestling. And so I wrestled from 6th grade all the way up to my sophomore junior year. And I think we won states and stuff. We won states, and I was supposed to wrestle my senior year, but I didn't get a chance to. But let me go ahead and start the story. Alright, so look, basically, right, boom, I started wrestling in 6th grade. I didn't really have that good of a season. I didn't know what I was doing. I really didn't pay attention that much in practice. Cause when you first start wrestling, you just thinking of it as like WWE. You're gonna try some WWE shit, right? So really, I really didn't pay attention in like my 6th grade year in practice and all like that. And I started at 115. I was little back then, super little. I started at 115. I was a 6th grader, and I think I won like 2 matches out of like 6, and then I went to cities and I got kicked out first round. And so this 6th grade year I didn't really do so good. So yeah, it was my first year I didn't do so good. My second year I wrestled, which was my 7th grade year, I ended up working out with my soon to be coach. my high school coach, Coach Mountain, I ended up working out with him like sixth grade year. I used to go there and just work out with him after school or whatever. And but seventh grade I also played football and ran track. So boom, I had to I ended up working out with him after track or whatever. I started working out with him in the summertime with wrestling and stuff like that. So I didn't even go to eighth grade conditioning football because I was working out with them at the training thing. So what wrestling training camp or whatever. Boom, right. So this my seventh grade, it was a big difference. Like I came back way better, way better. I came back way better. I ended up going, I want to say 4-2 in the regular season. Yeah, I ended up going 4-2 in the regular season, and I got the season. I ended up losing in cities. I don't remember who I lost to, but I ended up losing in cities. My seventh grade year. So then eighth grade year, I did eighth grade year I did football, track, and wrestling. So I did all the three of those, and after track season, I had went up to go work out with Motley and them again that year. And then came back my eighth grade year. Coming back my eighth grade year, something like I said, sometimes I did the same thing for 2 years. Then coming back my eighth grade year for wrestling, I was good. I mean, I was phenomenal, bro. I won every match. I went 6-0, and I won every match in middle school. Then I got to the tournament, city tournament. I won my first match. I won my second match, which was the first match is like when you win your first match in middle school, you automatically place. So now I'm wrestling for first, second, third, and fourth. So I won my second match was the semifinal match. So boom. Then once I won that match, I'm in the finals, and I ended up wrestling a very good opponent. He was real good, man. He was beating me at first. He almost had the tech, but I fought back strong. Came back. I ended up winning the match. Ended up pinning the guy. Ended up winning the match. So boom, eighth grade year. That's what happened eighth grade year. And I had a decision: do I want to still play football or do I just want to go for wrestling? So me and my dad, we thinking, I'm gonna go, so wrestling for a scholarship. It would be easier to get a scholarship in wrestling than it would be in football, because you play football, you don't know if you're gonna start or not. So you don't know coaches, which I think if I can go back, I would definitely stick with football, because like I said in the football vid, all the guys got good scholarships or whatever. And I had some scholarships. Like I said, I had some scholarships for wrestling, man, but it wasn't, wasn't really offering nothing. Okay, but going to ninth grade year, I wrestled. I wrestled on the JV team. I went undefeated on JV. I wrestled some varsity matches, and all in all, ninth grade was good, man. It was good, good experience. I knew a couple of seniors that taught me a lot of stuff, man. A couple of old wrestlers came back in the room, helped me with a lot of stuff. 10th grade year was a big switch. I started learning a lot more. I started working on my top and bottom more. I started, shooting for shots way more. I started kind of just opening my eyes to different stuff. And, I started learning how to wrestle freestyle and Greco, which I learned how to do that 9th grade year. But, 10th grade year is where I became really good at it. I placed in the freestyle Greco tournament. I got 3rd place. I was supposed to go to Fargo that year, but I didn't end up going because I ended up going to Disney World that I never been, so I just always wanted that experience. And I ended up going to Disney World 10th grade year. So, that was just kind of the end of 10th grade year after everybody had went to Fargo and everything. I didn't go. Junior year. So coming up to junior, my last final, year, right? So junior year come up. Okay, now junior year is a bit different because now junior, that's when you take your little SAT and stuff like that. So, for college and and but I ain't had no offers. I ain't had no offers or nothing. So I'm looking like, do I really need to take it? So I ain't take the first ones. I want to say that was the ones in like October, I think. I ain't take those. I ain't take the SAT. Mind you, I ain't take the SAT at all, y'all. I ain't take it at all. Because by mid-season, I kind of knew I wasn't going to college for wrestling. But, yeah. So going into junior year, I had a good season junior year. My first year starting on varsity, like actually been a starter, cause sophomore year I wrestled kind of both. I wrestled one. I only wrestled one JV match my 10th grade year, but after that I only wrestled varsity matches. I didn't start on varsity, but they mixed me in with varsity. You know what I'm saying? Which goes varsity people, so I only wrestled varsity matches. So it got to the point where I won't even go on with JV anymore. I was only on varsity. So boom, I went to some of the varsity matches. That was a sophomore year. But coming back to junior year, I'm going back. I'm go back to junior year. Go back to junior year. So going back to junior year, started off at I was really good. I didn't lose no in season tournament, not in season tournament, but in season regular matches. I didn't lose any in season regular matches. What else? Yeah, I ended up having a very good season. I think my record, I don't remember my actual record, but I know I had over like 30 wins. I know that for sure. And I didn't have double digit losses. I don't think I had double digit losses. If I did, it was probably only like 10. If I did have double digit losses, but I don't think I had double digit losses. I don't think I did. But yeah, we wrestled some good competition or whatever, and yeah. But like I was saying, like I said before, we didn't have no. I didn't lose no double digit matches. I mean, I don't think I did. But yeah. Okay. So basically, the end of my wrestling career. It was coming up close to postseason. That year we had a lot of tough tournaments, as in like, well, I didn't go to the Skate the Rock. I didn't go to B City East or nothing like that. It was a lot of tough tournaments we ended up hitting. I went to Power E. I want to say I went 1-2 at Power E. I ended up going to Power E. I didn't really do so good there. But like I said, we hit a lot of tournaments and we worked extra hard that year. And everybody knew we was gonna win states. Everybody knew we was gonna win states. That team was just dominant, very very dominant team. I still love my brothers to this day. And I call everybody on that team that work hard with us brothers. Cause I look at them as my brothers. So like I said, I'm still cool with every single last one of them to this day. And yeah, man. So it was coming up the postseason, and I was at regionals. And what made me think about if I wanted to wrestle was going into regionals, and I wrestled my first match, and I felt sluggish. I didn't feel like I wanted to wrestle. I didn't feel like I wanted to wrestle. And I ended up winning my first match. It was tough because he was up on me. I want to say like 6-3. I ended up coming back. I ended up taking him down into. I think I got a turn on him. I think I ended up turning him, and I ended up beating him like 7-6 or something like that, or 8-6. I don't remember what the score was, but I ended up beating him. And the second match, which it was a 2-a, because if you won your first match, you got to chill for the rest of the day. Then you wrestle the next day, and then the second match, we end up I ended up wrestling a dude who ended up getting second place. I ended up losing to him. Then I wrestled again, and this is really when I felt like I wasn't gonna go to college for wrestling. Because I didn't feel like I just didn't feel like I didn't want to do it anymore, and I just felt I wasn't ready. So going into this match, I ended up winning. I ended up winning the match, but I was down. This dude was pretty strong. I was down. He was pretty strong, and what made me kind of think of it as like, why am I even, thinking about going to college for a sport that I really don't even, care about anymore? And I don't know. This is what was running through my mind at the time when I was wrestling, but I didn't give up on myself. Though I kept going, And basically, I end up I end up taking him down, and I end up turning him right before overtime. It was 2 seconds left. I end up taking him down, and I end up turning him with 2 seconds left, and I end up getting 2 back points, and I end up beating him 6-4, and I won that match. So I end up going for the third and fourth place match to make me place and everything. I ended up going for the third and fourth place match. I ended up winning that match against the same dude I beat the first day. And after that, I went to States. States was real good, man. Don't get me wrong. I had fun. Like, the whole season I had fun with the guys. I had fun. But mentally, I didn't want to wrestle anymore. But I had fun. Don't get me wrong. The season won't, like, all bad. It was just my perspective of it. Because I felt like I won't, going to take it this far. I won't going to take it as serious no more. So that's the reason I felt like I didn't want to. I wasn't ready, or I wasn't, gonna be good enough for it. That's the reason I said that. But nah, all in all, the season, like I said, the season was fun. I don't mean to repeat myself, but all in all, the season was fun, and I enjoyed with my guys. So we ended up going to States. You know what I'm saying? I ended up going 2-2 at States. I ended up losing my first match, winning the next two. Then I ended up losing my fourth match that I could have won, but like I said, in my head, I'm thinking like, nah, I don't want to wrestle no more. Then after the season, after we won States and everything, I was real happy that we won States and everything. After the season though, I ended up just kind of just thinking heavy about it, of me just going to college in general. I didn't decide to go to college, so, you know what I'm saying, that was that, and, I was like, I didn't want to go to college, so I decided not to go, and, COVID, well, I was supposed to have wrestled again at Nationals, but COVID came, oh yeah, mind y'all, Nationals, I wrestled Nationals my freshman year, my sophomore year, and I was supposed to wrestle Nationals my junior year, but we ended up getting kicked out for COVID. So after COVID, is like, I ain't going to college. I think I'm gonna just find like a side job, and I ended up going to the merchant seaman, which is gonna be another story time for like later. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do story times later, but I ended up going into the merchant seaman. And yeah, so I ended up going to Mercy Cement, which I'm not in no more, because I'm about to start working at either the shipyard or the city. But yeah, so boom. So after that, you know what I'm saying, you ended up getting kicked out for COVID or whatever, and that was the last time I stepped my foot in the goddamn wrestling ring. Or not wrestling ring, but wrestling mat. And I can say I don't really regret kind of leaving wrestling, because it was a lot on me. But at the same time, it's like I missed the moments that I had that was fun, So, like I said, man, last story time, man. I got a couple of vlogs for y'all, and gaming videos when I come back. But, that's it for the video, and I'll just see you on the next one.